All right, so for today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the Klein Tools two-piece compact pliers wrench set. Now, the model number for this specific set is going to be D53102KIT, and you get the 10-inch combination pliers, and you get their 7-inch combination pliers in the set. Now, the 10-inch pair of combination pliers will range from 1/4 inch all the way down to 2-inch. And then the 7-inch pair will range from 1/4 inch all the way down to 1.5 inches. So for the purposes of this video, we're going to mainly focus on the 1.5 inches. I just kind of wanted to show you that this was available in a kit, and that is how I purchased this kit. I believe this kit runs about $50, give or take, depending on where you go, or your mileage may vary on that one. But if you do have a Lowe's near you, you should be able to find this kit in the electrical section. And I believe they also had it, at least in my Lowe's, had it over by the normal tool section as well. So we're going to go ahead and get this 10-inch pair out of the way, and we are going to focus in on this 7-inch pair. Now, unlike some of the previous pliers wrenches from Klein that we've looked at here in the past, these guys have orange handles on them versus the older ones had the yellow dipped handles on them. They decided to go with orange with these guys. And then coming up to the business end of the tool, it's almost identical to your Knipex pliers wrench, where you have the button and you're able to easily adjust it, which is nice. You have the Klein Tools name laser etched on the surface of the plier, and then you also have your model number. So the 7-inch pair is going to be D53101-7, and then it's going to be pretty much the same model number for the 10-inch pair. The only thing that's going to be different, instead of -7, it's going to say -10. And then you have some safety warnings there. You know, safety glasses in this tool isn't going to protect you from electrical shock. So that pretty much standard on every hand tool you get that is not insulated. And then coming up to the business end of the tool, like I said, it goes from 1/4 all the way down to 1.5 inches, and it is laser etched on the one side, so you can open it up if you needed to and go all the way down to 1.5 inches. Now, the one thing I don't really like about laser etching on pliers is you do tend to get a little bit of a wear spot on them, and laser etching does start to get a little dark, and or it can come off over time. So there is the backside of the plier. Again, that spring mechanism is relatively identical to the ones that come on the Knipex ones, except for this is just Klein's version of the tool. Now, these guys are not made in the US. They're just their standard plier wrenches, not the compact ones that I've taken a look at here on the channel before, and most recently the 7-inch pair that I took a look at a couple weeks ago. Those were all made in the USA with global components, whereas Klein has started to kind of switch over some stuff to China. These guys are coming straight out of China. I'm not sure if Klein designed these themselves, or if they just kind of found someone over there that had a, pliers wrench design, put their name on them and sent them on over and packaged them up, called it good. I'm not, like I said, not sure. They're pretty much identical to the Knipex version out there. I do have a 7-inch pair that I would like to make a comparison video with these and those. But, pretty simple pair of pliers wrenches. It's pretty much, if you've never heard of a pliers wrench or never used one, it pretty much takes a combination wrench. Instead of you adjusting that little screw on there to open and close the jaw, you pretty much just have a button and you pop it open to the size that you need, and boom, you're ready to go. Now, the one thing that I've found is a little bit challenging on all the pliers wrenches, whether it's Klein or Knipex, is when you go to the largest opening and you're trying to tighten it down. It is a little bit uncomfortable in the hand when you have the pliers like this and you're trying to tighten something down. So if you're going to go with 1.5 inches, I do recommend you do upgrade to the 10-inch pair, whereas when you go down to the 1.5 inches size, you're going to have a little bit more grip and a little bit more leverage to tighten whatever you are going to need to tighten. But here is the 10-inch pair, pretty much identical to the 7-inch pair. Like I said, model number, the only thing that's going to be different about the model number is just that dash at the end. So this is the -10, and these are going to open up to a larger size in diameter. So that's pretty much it for my review on these guys. Like I said, I do want to make a comparison video here in the future, comparing the older Klein ones to these, and see how they kind of compare in size and kind of some of the functionality on them. And I also want to break out the 7s that I'm currently using, or I should say currently have in my install bag, and see how they compare to these as well, as far as quality and functionality and things of that nature. But I believe they offer a large, I think they may offer like a 12-inch size. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe these are the 2 smallest sizes that they offer, and I think there's like one more. I'm not 100% sure. I did just pick these up and thought, hey, probably should make a video on these, but that was the whole reason why I bought that smaller, or that 2-in-1 combination pliers wrench from Klein. I did a review on that one because I wanted to see how they would compare to these. So you can look forward to kind of a comparison video here in the future, kind of comparing the two. But with that being said, that's pretty much all I have for this video. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.